It is a breezy, gorgeous spring day here in downtown Summerville. This is the historic downtown. And 5 years ago, when God was calling me, sorry, I can actually see myself and that just drives me crazy. Okay, so 5 years ago when God was clearly calling me to South Carolina, He had given me a job. Hold on a second. He had given me a job in St. George, which is about 45 minutes from here drive. And I had less than 8 days to be here, have everything figured out, have at least my things in California packed and on some kind of a truck to get here and start work. And I then, of course, needed to figure out where in the world I was going to live. And I wasn't going to leave California, San Diego first, then the Antelope Valley. I went and visited Grace Chapel. And then I left from Grace Chapel to here. I was not going to leave the Antelope Valley or California without knowing where I was going to live and having an apartment set up. So I searched and searched on the internet. And this is the place that just called to me. It called to me for a couple of reasons, and I'm gonna explain those as we go. I'm hoping the sun is not too bad for you. I'm trying to get to the spot where I'm going to turn the camera around and start actually showing you and then communicating some of the things that brought me here. So here we go. I'm going to turn this around, and here is the beginning of the downtown historic Summerville district. It is called Hutchinson Square. And yes, it is the town of Summerville. But as you walk through here, I'm not going to give away the secret yet, but it reminded me of some of my favorite either TV shows or movies as a child. And I guess right now is a good time to show you. Here is the historic downtown Summerville area. Do you know what it might have reminded me of? TV show, Andy Griffith. Loved it, watched it with my dad all the time. Loved it. And of course, you have the other side, and you have modern day car, but you have an old-fashioned gas station still. And you have a little community theater where they actually do live theater. And all of the buildings have been kept historic. So can you imagine, okay, the movie it reminds me of is It's a Wonderful Life. And when he runs through the downtown area, just amazing, absolutely gorgeous here. So when I saw this I saw pictures of this, just this area, these buildings, and saw that the city was Summerville, I was like, God, I know I need to be there. That's perfect. And that's when I went around and found the first apartment that I got, and I had a 1-bedroom apartment here, about maybe 10 minutes away, in the city of Summerville. But isn't this absolutely gorgeous? I've learned a lot of history about this area, and I don't want to keep this video very long, but I can tell you that they believed back years and years ago when people were getting majorly sick in the real downtown Charleston area, they came up here and they would have people sit out and be on cots, and they would take care of them out in the trees because they believed that somehow it was the trees up here that were healing the people. And so there is a sign up above. I'm going to try to get to it a little faster, so I'm going to pick up my speed a little bit for you. Sweet little fountain. I love the sound of running water, don't you? And then there are some really wonderful architecture things also. Oh, hear that water? Oh, look at that, that's so sweet. we're getting to the sign. They have every Thursday. They have a Thursday night on the square. There's a stage up here. You'll see that they have live music, and people bring out their chairs and sit them out on this big lawn. They have dancing. They have all sorts of events. There is a Christian-owned and Christian-run coffee shop right here on that corner. But here's the sign I wanted you to see, and it kind of harkens back to that story I was telling you. Let me see if I'm able to. Oh, I am. Here we go. Let the pine be sacred. And that comes from the idea of back. I kind of gave you a very condensed version of the history on what they thought about this area. What they didn't realize, it was all the rats in the downtown Charleston area causing the plague, causing all the issues. But they just thought, hey, you go up and you have all these trees, and clearly the trees are doing the work. So I just wanted to show you again the idea of beauty in the midst of a fully modern city, yet having that feel of being back in the 1950s. Thanks for joining me. Bye-bye.